Hey, this is Mark Goldberg from Mark Vlogs Watches, and we're going to talk quick wristwatch check, by the way. It is the GG Lacoste GMT Master Compressor Dive Watch on a Marathon vanilla scented strap. Anyway, yeah, Mark from Mark Vlogs Watches. Hope you're liking the artwork on the wall, and what we're going to talk about today is the Rolex Skydweller. To state earlier, and that is, as they at Baselworld, they've just introduced the new crap. I'm not going to retape all of that. I'm just going to keep on going. Anyway, they just reintroduced a new Skydweller. And I forgot to mention, there's two things that you need to know about the Skydweller. Number one, when you see the little red dot, that indicates the month. So if the little red dot is near the 8, the index for the 8th hour or 8 o'clock, that means it's the 8th month of the 12, which is what, guys? August. That's right. So, anyway, we have that you need to know about. That's always been there on the Skydweller. But loom, they've loomed the Skydweller. Now it has light loom, not big loom, but still, it has some loom. Anyway, cool stuff. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. I'm going to tell you a little secret. For quite a long time, I have been fiending the Rolex Skydweller in rose gold. Okay, yellow gold if necessary, but this rose gold version is just gorgeous. But here's the things that have been detaining me on this watch, and they're serious. First of all, this is a $44,000 watch, and that's before tax if you buy it new, $41,000 maybe used. It's crazy expensive, and it's gold. Wearing gold's a little bit like wearing a stick of butter, maybe frozen butter on your wrist, but still it's like butter. You bang into a doorknob and you're going to scratch it. So I've been worried about, gee, am I going to get mugged for a giant gold Rolex watch? Am I going to scratch it? Am I going to really wear it enough? So it has really detained me from purchasing anything this gorgeous and this expensive and this soft, but I just can't get it out of my mind. And in fact, I kept thinking, what if they made it in steel? Like, why don't they make this watch in steel? Because if they made it in steel, it would be, a third of the cost or a little bit more. It would be rugged. It would be a sports watch. It's good to have 100 meters of water resistance. So it's something that you could wear into the ocean when you go swimming on vacation. Why don't they make this bloody thing in steel so that I could actually wear it, not worry so much about scratching a watch and damaging a $45,000 watch? Why don't they bloody make it in steel? And they've come kind of close. So at Baselworld 2017, they just released information about this two-tone version in steel and gold. Now it's down from like $44,000 to around $17,500 in the iteration that you're seeing right here. It's a 42 millimeter watch. It's a steel case, gold bezel, gold center links, and a gold crown. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the functions of this watch in a few minutes, but they have pulled the cost of this watch on this version down by half, and this is something that I could imagine myself owning. It's called the Skydweller because it's a traveler's watch. The local time you would set on that main dial, and then you can set a second time zone in that 24-hour ring down below. So you are always able to track two time zones, or you're tracking your local time on the main dial and your local time on that lower 24-hour dial, but it converts it into military time for you. Also a useful feature if you're not going anywhere, but it gives you lots of flexibility in terms of travel. Now that outer gold bezel, it's fluted, it's beautiful, it's called the ring command bezel, it actually moves. So you rotate it into any one of three positions, and what that does is it determines the function that you're going to adjust. You'll make the adjustments using the crown, but the position of that bezel determines which of the various functions of the watch that you're going to actually be adjusting at any given time. This is a really complicated movement. It's got a lot of patents, and if people who say Rolex only builds pedestrian workhorse watches, well, this is a very robust watch, but it's got some incredible horology and some amazing features too. So here's the little diagram that Rolex puts up on their website that just mentions that the crown, it's a beautiful knurled signed crown. This is what you use in order to adjust the functions on the watch. And the functions include the local time and the GMT time. Rolex people really love little splashes of red on our Rolex, and they're so cheap in giving it to us. But here we get a tiny little splash of red on the reference point for the 24-hour ring. So it tells us that the watch there is set for 2200 hours, which is 10 p.m. Love that little red guy. The only thing that would be handier than being able to track a couple of time zones simultaneously and easily would be if eventually Rolex were to make a world timer. Which I don't know why they don't. Don't you think that Rolex ought to make a world timer? So many brands are doing it. I have a Breitling Galactic Unitime Sleek T that's a brilliant world timer. Patek makes one. Mont Blanc makes a nice one. One day Rolex may join the crowd, I think. Here we're going to take a quick look at the patented 9001 movement that Rolex developed in-house for the Skydweller. Has 40 jewels, has I forget how many parts, but it's around 400 parts. And it's a very robust movement, but it certainly isn't decorated or pretty, and that's why there's no display case back on this watch. That's something that might make this watch a little bit more entertaining, but Rolex never goes for that little kind of dog and pony show. So here's just a quick look at the overall watch. It is very nice. I do like the fact that it's got steel on there along with the gold. But as I said at the beginning of this video, I'm really not crazy about yellow gold. As I was looking through at this model, the more I look at this model, the more I think I wish they would just make the damn thing in steel. It's not that I dislike gold and steel, it's that I dislike yellow gold. And that's when I came across this. Oh my God, this watch will actually make me juicy. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. Anyway, I think you'll know what I mean. It's got a blue dial. It's white gold. It's actually $14,400, I want to say. It's cheaper than the yellow gold version. I don't know why. Maybe they figure it will be less popular. But look at that beautiful sunray, sunburst blue dial. Holy cow, I got to get this watch.